Hello everyone, welcome to Unboxing Biology with Smriti. In the previous video, we have discussed about the variation from the Mendel's principle, which was the incomplete dominance. There we have already seen that the dominant gene is not able to completely dominate the recessive one. We have already done the examples of the incomplete dominance that were Anterhinum, Mirabilis jalapa, and the Andalusian fowl. In this video, we will be discussing about the second variation of the Mendel's law, second example, that is codominance, right? So, codominance, the name only tells itself that both of the gene together is dominating, right? So both the genes are here together dominating. We will see the examples. We will deal with the two examples: coat color in cattles, right? And the second example will be the AB blood group in the humans, right? Blood group in humans. So we will discuss the examples, then you will be understanding the codominance properly. So let us start with the first, that is the coat color in cattles. There are two genes which is responsible for the coat color. We are taking here example capital B and small b. So we are taking here the pure lines. Now the capital B here shows the black pigment of the cattles, right? And the small b represents the white pigment of the cattles, right? So these are the parents. Okay, now the gametes produced from this will be capital B, and from this the gametes will be small b and small b. Now we will make a Punnett square. Wait, so here I'll make a Punnett square. Okay, now the gametes, so the gametes here was, here we will again write this, take as a male and this will be as female. So this is capital B, which are the gametes, the parents. Now here it will be small b and small b. Now when we cross between them, it will be capital B, small b. Again capital B, small b, capital B, small b, and again capital B, small b, right? So, according to the law of Mendel, what should we have done here? That capital B should represent the black one because it is the dominant allele which is going to express itself. But in this case, in the case of the codominance, here the recessive and the dominating gene both are expressing together. So, capital B, again, it will be black but white too, right? So here black is also there and white is also there. So both the gene, the dominant and the recessive gene, is completely dominating together, right? So we have already seen some cattles which is black in color and having white patches, or white in color having black patches, right? Now we will deal with the second example, that was AB blood group in humans, right? How this is showing the codominance. So there are three alleles, right? There are three alleles which are responsible for the blood group. They are IA, IB, and IO, right? Here IA and IB are the dominant one. These are the dominant alleles, whereas IO is the recessive one, right? So let us take one example. If you're saying about IA and IO, if this is present, so on the surface of the RBC, there will be one antigen, that is A antigen. So the blood group will be, because this is producing the allele A or the antigen A on the surface of the RBC. So the blood group of the human being will be A blood group, right? But we are talking here about the AB blood group, which is showing the codominance, which is the example of the codominance. So here the alleles will be IA and IB. Here, both IA and IB are dominating together, and on the surface of the RBC, both the alleles are making their antigens, which makes the person's blood group as AB blood group. Right? So here both the alleles are expressing together, and hence AB blood group is an example of the codominance. Let us revise. Codominance is actually when the both of the alleles, according to actually the law of Mendel, law of dominance, it is the dominant one which is going to express itself, right? But as codominance is the example of the variation from the Mendel's principle, variation of Mendel's principle, right? Principle. So here, the dominating one should express itself, but in the case of the codominance, both the dominating gene and the dominating allele as well as the recessive allele is expressing itself together. We are studying here or dealing with the two examples, that is coat color in cattle, which show codominance, and AB blood group 2, right? So here we have taken the example of the coat color in cattle, that is capital B, which is acting as a parent. Let us say this is male and this is female again, and capital B here represents the black pigment, small b represents the white pigment, right? So here these are the gametes which are produced by these parents, and then we have made the Punnett square, the F1 generation. In here, the F1 generation gives us the offspring as capital B small b. So according to the law of Mendel, it should be black in color. But here both the alleles, that is capital B and small b, both are expressing itself together, which is the codominance. That's why we are seeing the cattle as black in color having with white patches, right? And second example was AB blood group. AB blood group, the humans or the alleles which are responsible for the blood groups are 3 in number, right? That is IA, IB, and IO. IA and IB are the dominant alleles, and IO is a recessive allele. So now here we are seeing the example. If IAIO is present, so the RBC, the antigen which is made over here is the A antigen, and the RBC is having A antigen on its surface, hence the person's blood group is A blood group. Whereas if a person is having AB blood group, it means that it is having the allele IA and IB, and both these alleles expresses itself together, right? Both of these alleles are expressing itself together, which makes it as an example of the codominance. And here on the surface of the RBC, both A and B antigens are present, hence making the person's blood group as A. Thank you for watching my video.